Welcome to Frederick at its best. I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner. This month, we join Americans across our great nation to celebrate Veterans Day, a day when we honor the men and women who have served our country and protected our freedoms. Veterans Day was first celebrated 98 years ago when President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed November 11th as Armistice Day. In 1954, it was renamed Veterans Day by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Many Veterans Day events are scheduled in our community. The 87th Annual Veterans Day Parade in Brunswick will take place on Sunday, November 10th, with a program that begins at 1 p.m. This parade is one of the oldest such celebrations in the country, and it is the only Veterans Day parade in the state of Maryland. There are approximately 20 million veterans alive today across the United States. Frederick County is home to approximately 18,000 veterans. As our community grows, so does the number of veterans living in our community. Our veterans have served our country in times of war and in times of peace, and we can never truly repay our veterans for all that they have done for our country. My father served during the Korean War, and my father-in-law served during World War II, and he was actually career military. So I personally appreciate the immense commitment these men and women and their families have made for all of us. I firmly believe we must do our utmost to ensure that our veterans are fully supported and are connected to the resources they need. We know that fewer of our young people are joining some of our traditional veteran organizations like the American Legion and the VFW that welcomed them and have provided support for generations for our service members, and they continue to do so. That's one of the reasons why I originally proposed legislation to establish a Frederick County Commission on Veterans Affairs. I want to thank the County Council for approving this legislation, and we now call this group the Veterans Advisory Council. The Advisory Council provides a forum for those who have served long ago and for those who have served more recently, so they can share and voice their issues, concerns, and ideas. The Advisory Council also serves as a conduit to connect veterans to resources and information that they may need. They hold public meetings on the third Wednesday of every month at 6:30 p.m. in Winchester Hall on the third floor conference room. You can certainly get information from their coordinator, Linda Bergofsky, and the Citizen Services Division. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, at 301-600-1414, and she may have more to add when she makes comments. There are certainly many agencies and organizations in Frederick County that assist our veterans, including Frederick County Workforce Services, whose staff provides priority service to veterans and offers training specifically designed for veterans to prepare them to enter civilian careers. The United States Department of Veterans Affairs Veterans Center has space in the Frederick Senior Center on Tawney Avenue, next to the American Legion's Francis Scott Key Post 11. And of course, longtime institutions like the American Legion and the Veterans of Foreign Wars also actively support our veterans. The community college has a Veteran Services Office that offers academic and support services for our veterans so they can enroll in classes at the community college. And I know Mount St. Mary's also has veteran services. It's our duty to ensure that veterans have access to education, employment, counseling, and the support services they need. So I'll read the proclamation and then we'll pass the microphone to the people who've joined us. Whereas on Veterans Day, we pay tribute to the service and sacrifice of the men and women who, in defense of our freedom, have bravely worn the uniform of the United States Armed Forces. And whereas throughout the world, brave patriots have protected our nation's ideals, rescued millions from tyranny, and helped spread freedom around the globe. They stood tall in the face of grave danger and enabled our nation to become the greatest force for freedom in human history. And whereas we will never be able to repay the debt we owe the brave men and women who have served in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, they answered a high calling to serve and have helped secure America in every turn. We recommit ourselves to providing them with care and respect they deserve. And whereas our country is forever indebted to our veterans for their quiet courage and exemplary service. So on Veterans Day, we remember these heroes for their valor, their loyalty, and their dedication. Their selfless sacrifice continues to inspire us today as we work to advance peace and freedom around the world. So now, therefore, as the County Executive of Frederick County, Maryland, I do proclaim November 11th, 2019 as Veterans Day in Frederick County and encourage this observance to all of our residents. So with that, I'm going to pass the microphone, and I know we have some representatives from our federal delegation, and I think I'll let them speak first.
Thank you, Jean. Good morning. I'm very honored to be here today. I'm representing Senator Van Hollen this morning. My name is Nan Mann, and we have a proclamation from the Senator's office. But today we're celebrating the men and women who have done so much to keep our nation safe. We also remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. As we pay tribute to the service and sacrifice of our armed forces, we recommit ourselves to ensuring our troops, veterans, and their families that they have the support they need on the battlefield and when they come home. They reflect the best of our country, and we must do everything we can to honor their valor and dedication. From job opportunities to health care to education, we must fight for those brave Americans every day. And now from the Senator's office, I will read the proclamation. This citation is presented on the occasion of the 2019 Frederick County Veterans Day commemoration in recognition of those who have fought for our freedom through service in the United States Armed Forces, and with gratitude to Frederick County for all it does to honor the courage and the sacrifice of our veterans. Signed, Chris Van Hollen, United States Senator, on this day, today, October 29th of October, 2019. But we will be commemorating again on November the 11th as well.
Thank you. Okay, I'll pass it to you, Krista.
Hi, my name is Krista Burton. I work for Congressman Jamie Raskin. I handle veterans casework in the office, and we're here today. I'm here today to support our veterans, and I'm always here for you in Congressman Raskin's office.
Okay. With that, why don't we pass the microphone this way, and then we'll go the other way.
Good morning. I'm Linda Brogowski. I'm the coordinator of the Frederick County Veterans Advisory Council. I'm honored to be on the dais today with County Executive Gardner and many members of our council. We look forward to our 2020 meeting schedule that will be published in a few weeks. In the meantime, our next meeting will be November 20th, 6:30 here in Winchester Hall. We encourage everyone to come. We want to hear from our veterans, their families, veteran serving organizations, so that we can better identify the issues that are important to the veteran community and perhaps develop program and policy solutions to those issues. So again, please look to our website, frederickcountymd.gov/VAC, for more information about our events, resources, and when our meetings are. Thank you.
Doug doesn't want to say anything. Good morning, everybody. My name is John Dumas. I am the CEO of an organization that provides case management services, not only to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, but also to veterans. Doug is one of our case managers. He's here. He's doing an excellent job. Not only am I the CEO, I also spent almost 22 years on active duty in the United States Marines. So I am just honored to be part of today. Thank you so much.
Hi, like I said, I'm Doug Silvern, working as a case manager with veterans, specifically removing barriers to veterans that were referred to us with intensive case management. I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but I appreciate everybody here being here today to enjoy or celebrate this day with us. And let's make it, again, because of this great leader, he put this program into place about 3 years ago when we helped probably close to 60 veterans remove a lot of barriers and accomplish a lot of goals in the community. So I just want to say thank you.
Doug, thank you. Good morning. My name's Fred Schumacher. I'm honored to be the chair of the Veterans Advisory Committee and enjoy working with the staff and the veterans of Frederick County to do, as Linda said, to remove those barriers and to make the services of veterans available to all. Thank you.
My name is David Kay. I'm also on the Veterans Advisory Council. I'm a 25-year Army veteran, including 3 combat tours in Vietnam. Since my retirement, helping veterans has always been my passion, and I was honored to be selected for this committee. Thank you.
I'm Monica Bearden, and unlike these wonderful gentlemen who have served veterans directly or have been veterans themselves, My connection to a veteran is very personal in that I'm married to a wonderful Air Force veteran who spent a career overseas working in the defense of our country. And I'm proud of his work, and I'm proud of the work done by our county. I'm the director of the Citizen Services Division, and the Veterans Advisory Council sits within our organizational structure.
Thank you, Jan.
Something about my husband.
I'm Sharon Jacko. I'm also a retired Marine. Arr. I usually do that louder. I served 26 years, also a combat vet in Iraq. I am very proud of Frederick County, and especially this lady right here who headed up the push for the Veterans Advisory Council, and very honored to be on that council as one of the co-chairs. We have the other one right over here. I also love to come to these things because being a female veteran, if you all close your eyes right now, I bet you all think of a man. And there are many women who have served, and I like to bring that up because there are many issues facing the women that we are addressing within this council and within the county. So thank you.
Good morning. My name is Rachel Nacklis. I also serve on the Veterans Advisory Council. Very, very pleased to be able to do so. And I am with Frederick Community College, the Veteran and Military Services Department, and have the joy of working with the students there that are either transitioning out of the military or are currently serving. And we work with students on advising how to use their military, the military benefit information, counseling service, whatever is needed. We see them from start through all the way through their program. Just a joy every day to go to work and work with the folks that we work with. So thank you for being here today, and thank you for this day of recognition.
My name is Bruce Rice. I retired from the Army. Sorry. Sorry about your all's luck. I'm here representing the Department of Maryland. I'm the Department of Maryland's AMVETS commander, and also representing AMVETS Post 7 out of Thurmont, Maryland. It's an honor for me to be here today for this proclamation, and thank you very much.
My name is Ed McKinnon. I'm a retired Air Force veteran. And okay. Yeah, and I'm the first vice for the AMVETS Department of Maryland, and I'm here to support this proclamation for the veterans today. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Fred Wood. I'm a United States Navy veteran. I also belong to Post 121 of the American Legion in Emmitsburg, and it's my honor to serve as a member of the Veterans Advisory Council. Thank you.
Good morning, Jan and everybody. Thank you for all that you do. I currently work for Community Living as a job developer, and my time in service was with the Marine Corps, 71 to 75. Didn't see any action, but I was a 53 crew chief. So thank you for everything you guys do. Thanks.
Well, I want to thank you all for what you've done. For those of you who are veterans to serve our country, what you're doing to serve people today, to help them find the services they need. We really do have a lot of organizations in our county that are supporting our veterans. I know there are many events to honor veterans from specific conflicts and wars. And I do really want to acknowledge Congressman Raskin, too, who has done a great job of bringing recognition to our Vietnam veterans who have often been unrecognized. And the events that have been done in honor of our Vietnam veterans here in the city of Frederick and in Thurmont have been quite touching experiences. So we are really, I guess, represented by every branch of the armed services here. A little competition is never an unhealthy thing. But we thank you all. On Veterans Day, we do have our annual Veterans Day celebration in Memorial Park at 11 a.m. I believe we'll have echo taps in advance of that ceremony. It's always a nice ceremony. It is sponsored by the FSK Post 11. and they usually have a luncheon afterwards, and they always have a great keynote speaker, and it's always a very inspiring event. So I encourage any of you who are able to attend that event on November 11th at 11 a.m. in Memorial Park. So again, I want to express my appreciation for each of you for your service. Veterans Day is really an important day for us to recognize and thank all of the people who have served our country through the military, who've kept us safe, kept us protected, and preserved our nation of freedom. So thank you for joining us today, and thanks to everyone for what you do to support our nation's veterans.